going on, crew? Back with another news video.
Hello, neighbor.
All right, it's been day number 3 now. 3 days since I started my AM reserve, and I have not been assigned a trip yet.
What would you say you do here?
So I'm kind of sitting here just kind of scrolling through news, and the first bit of news that actually caught my eye was this morning. Spirit hands out furlough notices amid pay raises for executive. This is on Flying Magazine's website. Caught my eye because me being a child of the 80s and 90s, I remember some of my friends' dads and all the talk around, furloughs at the time, bankruptcy, yet the executives were getting bonuses and whatnot. So caught my eye. History repeats itself. On Flying Magazine, it talked about from July 1st, the Form 8K filing, the carrier announced pay raises for 4 of its C-suite executive and its CEO. At the same time, 200 pilots received furlough notices, a plan the airline initially laid out in April due to aircraft engine issues and slower growth plans. So just not a good look. On Simple Flying, Spirit Airlines to furlough hundreds of pilots after a disappointing second quarter. In this article, it actually breaks down a little bit of what Spirit is trying to do to basically right-size the airline and get its way back to profitability. Part of that includes temporary suspension of recruitment of pilots and flight attendants and related training costs. They're also offering voluntary unpaid leave of absences to flight attendants. They are right-sizing overhead and non-crew operational positions, reducing discretionary capital spending, and the big one for, at least for us, furloughing approximately 240 pilots and downgrading approximately 100 captains. So, the big F is out. The furlough word, and it looks like Spirit's doing that. I just don't know what they were thinking on that. I'm trying to look at all aspects of it. Being a pilot, obviously, my fellow brothers and sisters out there that are getting furloughed, it absolutely sucks. But to see the executives getting a raise at the same time, the optics do not look good. And one would argue morally that's not a good thing either. But I guess on the flip side of the house, they have to recruit the proper talent to right-side the ship. So I can kind of see that portion of it. Yeah, it's tough. What do you guys think? I think I know what you guys think, but that's a tough pill to swallow. So, man, my heart goes out to the 240 pilots. Again, this is a big community. If you guys know of places that are hiring, put it down in the comments below. Let's get a train going as far as airlines out there or pilot positions, whether it's in corporate, Part 135 or whatever. Let's just get these people jobs because you got to put food on the table. The next bit of news coming from Simple Flying: JetBlue in talks for a potential $2.75 million debt offering from lender. I think that's supposed to be billion because, let's face it, $2.75 million in the airlines would last about that long. This report highlights the fact that JetBlue is reportedly in discussions for a $2.75 billion loan using its loyalty program as collateral. Now, there's lots of YouTube videos out there on how loyalty programs are very valuable and you can actually extract capital out of those, which, a lot of airlines have done it. JetBlue is just the latest in doing that. So the airline leveraged loyalty programs as collateral to offset cash crunches. JetBlue's focus on financial recovery, cutting unprofitable routes. That was big also this week, that JetBlue has decided to basically cut a lot of their unprofitable routes and focus in their core markets, which obviously in the New York area down to the Caribbean and San Juan being one of their big ones. In the article, the carrier is actively reinvesting in key areas such as New York, Florida, Puerto Rico, and New England, while cutting routes that are not financially viable. According to the airline's report, JetBlue has stopped service in 15 cities and discontinued over 50 routes to reduce unprofitable operations. In addition, the carrier has shared more details about Jet Forward, the airline's strategic framework in returning JetBlue to sustained profitability. As part of the plan, JetBlue is focusing on building the best leisure market on the East Coast, improving products and loyalty perks, and keeping our costs low to offer value and secure JetBlue's financial future. Now, JetBlue made around $25 million in the second quarter, which was more than expected. Their financial outlook ahead, looking ahead, swinging back to profitability is JetBlue's main objective. For the next half, the airline anticipates sequential year-over-year unit revenue momentum through the normalization of competitive capacity in our core geographics. So they're going to focus on what they do best and planning to put together a plan to right-size the ship over there. A lot of the ultra low-cost carriers and low-cost carriers are suffering. Also in a related article, JetBlue to prioritize Airbus A220 aircraft in Jet Forward 5-year outlook. So in the article, they talk about replacing the aging 195 fleet to an A220, which provides 90% more premium seats. So we all saw in the last article, premium products have been kind of all the rage in the legacy airlines, and they're making a lot of money on it. Well, those that invested in it, American didn't, and they suffered the cost. But the shift is kind of to this premium product. So in JetBlue's Jet Forward, in their 5-year outlook, they look like they're really prioritizing the premium seats. So let's see what JetBlue can do. I'm big on the company. I like the company, and I actually like flying them, believe it or not. For you guys over at JetBlue, what's happening over there as far as morale? Is everybody kind of like, hey, let's get all in it and pull together and let's get through this? Or yeah, I'm kind of curious on what your guys' take is over there. I mean, JetBlue is obviously a great airline. You know, they've been around pretty good amount of time. Not as long as some of the legacies, but they're a great airline with a great profit sheet in years past. So curious on what you guys think of that. All right, in the last bit of news, Breeze Airlines is adding service from Orlando to these 7 cities, as talked about on Yahoo News. Breeze Airways obviously growing. It's kind of cool to see an airline growing at this time when everybody else is kind of contracting. But the self-deemed premium leisure low-cost airline is set to add 6 new nonstop routes beginning this fall from Orlando International Airport. Now, some of these places are going to Lansing, Michigan, Bangor, Maine, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Erie, Pennsylvania, South Bend, Indiana, and Wilmington, North Carolina. Flights have different days of the week that they're starting, but anyways, it's good to see some kind of growth out there. And if you're looking for a job, it looks like Breeze is hiring. However, they're just hiring direct entry captains into the A220 fleet. So if you're one of those people, man, throw them an application, especially with the market that's going on right now. It's kind of tough to find a job, but anyways, those of you guys at Breeze Airlines, what do you guys think? You guys like it there? Comment down below. Let everybody know what's going on, and maybe that's another viable spot for some of these Spirit pilots that are about to be furloughed. Anyways, that's it for the news today. Just a bit of news just to kind of catch you up on what's going on for the week. I'm going to sit here and kind of enjoy the day. It's a little bit hot out, but you know, maybe grab another cup of coffee. So anyways, hey, always a good day to have a good day. We'll see you guys on the next news.